I guess that I'm the guy who gets to speak on metal detecting culture across America. So far, XP has sent me to Texas, Arkansas, Florida, Illinois, Oklahoma, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Maine, New Hampshire, and now Wisconsin. I've been able to experience and speak on the difference in the dirt from state to state. I've gotten the opportunity to make new friends. This video will speak on metal detecting in Wisconsin, and I bet you didn't know that you could find metal objects that are 9,500 years old in Wisconsin. That's twice as old as the Great Pyramid. We go to the Ma-Ka-Ja-Wan Scout Reservation to attend this year's iteration of Chicago Dig Fest. We go detecting, we find some great stuff, and then we go back with the high frequency coil and find some more on the same spot that people pounded. Let's go. Driving around Wisconsin is like visiting and interacting in a giant Bob Ross painting. I knew the man. He was not as nice as he was on television. And while I personally don't have a good history with Bob Ross, I would never hold that against the state of Wisconsin. Despite my Bob Ross-induced eye injury, I was able to see lots of interesting things about the state of Wisconsin. You might remember the 13 colonies map from grade school, and we say as metal detectorists, if you detect in one of those states, you might find colonial stuff. But here's the thing, Wisconsin is colonial. The French have been in Wisconsin since the 1630s, and all you have to do is look at a map. Last year, I found my first coin from the 1600s in New York. It is very plausible that you find one just as old in Wisconsin. But Wisconsin is home to some of the most unique treasure hunting in the world. Copper culture. Copper culture, often called Old Copper Complex, was a prehistoric tradition of the Archaic period in the upper Great Lakes, where indigenous peoples cold-worked native Lake Superior copper, and they did not smelt it, into everyday tools like awls, fishhooks, spear points, axes, and ornaments. It flourished roughly 4,000 to 2,000 BCE, with some evidence as early as 9,500 years ago. For those of us who geek out about finding stuff from generations past, this is where it is at. We're talking almost 10,000 years ago for the oldest pieces. That's pretty exciting. As I arrived at camp and remembered the great time that I had at this event last year, all I could think about is it is possible that I might get a chance to pull something that is thousands of years old. So this event is a natural and seeded hunt. This is the natural part. It's a huge area, and I know a lot of people went to another part. I see people out here. I want to dig some holes. Let's go dig some holes. We started out on fire. I say that very sarcastically. First signal's a dime. We got a nickel, quarter. Solid 72. One's favorite end result. Dime. All right, we're going to dig the bizarre signals. 65. That's not aligned with any normal American coin. Yep, you knew that was going to go. Quarter. Dug a 49. Got this. We got a nickel. Nickel. Fantastic. Dime. I had to stay by the booth. At least that's what I was telling myself at the time. Interesting. This is one of those things you put on, how do you describe this? You describe it as not copper culture. Quarter. Penny from the 60s. Quarter. The field I was on was giving me pennies that were new at like 10 inches down. It was time to move. Oh, I thought I had one. Nope. Aluminum. It is a nickel. I could see it. We got something interesting here. Not what I hoped, but different type of signal. Can't really see it. That was all the way down there. Okay. Guard. And these guys saved my day. I just made some new friends. If you guys could introduce yourselves.
John Breckenridge. Kevin Emery.
All right, and I like your detectors. Could you guys tell me about metal detecting in Wisconsin?
It can be a challenge. We don't find anything incredibly old. Old silver, what, late 1800s. Copper culture. I haven't found any personally, but I know he has.
That's pretty incredible. So what did you find?
I found a spear point about that long, about as wide as your cell phone.
Wow.
In a dirt pile. They were doing road construction, and had mole holes dug for piping, and I swung it over a pile of dirt and found it.
Now, I know you showed me a picture of the gold coin that you found. Which one do you prize more, the copper culture item or the gold coin?
It's actually the copper culture.
Wow.
Like I said, my daughter's got to fight over the gold coin. They ain't going to fight over the other one, so.
Oh, these gentlemen had a day here today, too. Let's give them a second to get the stuff out of their bags.
I dinged that barber.
Oh, yeah.
But
Barber.
3 rear, a return key fob, bunch clad, 1 weedy.
Okay.
Just some of the good stuff. All the other garbage is in the bag.
There you go.
Not a bad day.
I was like, where did you find that, Barber? I followed the direction that they pointed. Boom. What do we have here? I think we got something good. Yes, we did. Oh my God. That is going to be a ring and an old one. Look at that. There we go. 82. This was ignored. This is going to be silver. Wonder if I could find that jewel. I think I just got very lucky. That is probably going to be the stone, or a part of it. Oh my God, what is this? What in the world? I have no clue what this is. Okay. All right, made a new friend here. Yeah, this is
Dylan.
Hey, Dylan, what's going on?
Not much.
So tell me a little bit about metal detecting in this great state.
Well, I mean, like any other place, it's hit and miss, but it's always a fun adventure.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, majority of it is, this type of year, you're battling these awesome mosquitoes and ticks.
I'm literally bleeding right now. The mosquitoes wore Green Bay Packer helmets. I'm glad you said that.
The little piranhas with wings type of deal. But
yeah,
it's fun.
Look at
This
them
state
flying
definitely has a lot of
around.
history to it. I mean, not as popular as some of the places on the East Coast, but we do have a lot of Ice Age type of history, Native American artifacts and stuff like that.
Copper culture. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
right on. I heard you found something really nice today.
Yeah, I did. I was started out. I was like my 3rd or 4th hole in.
Gotta say, love the shirt.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Definitely love the detector.
Gotta represent what you're happy with.
Yes, sir.
Don't you?
Yes, sir.
But I popped up that.
Oh, that is gorgeous. Look at the details on that.
And I believe that it's solid silver on that.
Yeah, that's got to be.
Like, it's got some weight to it. I popped it up, and this is how it looked, like that, and flipped it over, and I was quite happy.
That
to
is
see
like a weightlifting piece of silver right there. That's solid.
Got finger curls.
We might have a badge of some sort here. I do believe we do. I do hope we do. Yeah, that is definitely what it is. Yep, there's the pin. Oh, this is something. Ow, getting bit by a mosquito. It was worth it. Let's go, next one. Strangely, I was having a good beach day. That was the 2nd ring I found. And then... What is this? That might be another ring that got flattened. I don't know. Hey, I'm happy. Happy to be digging. Cool. We just got a great find here. First, introduce yourself.
I'm Brian from Dig Fest Chicago.
Yeah, right. But you just earned yourself a new nickname.
Mr. T, I pity the fool that don't dig those signals.
You pitied a fool that just... Dude, that's an amazing find.
Yeah.
What did that ring up as?
It was ringing up high, like I thought it was a quarter, it was about 95. So maybe
Wow. Might be silver.
maybe silver. Yeah, it's got a little mark on there.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's hot out here, but we're out here working with the bugs and
You sure are.
Whew.
But he and his deus were not done. So you pulled... Mr. T was here. He was a Boy Scout.
first the chain, then the bracelet.
He was a Boy Scout.
He had to be a Boy Scout.
He got like the arrow of light.
Top of the top.
The top of the top.
Eat your vitamins, do your training, and you too can find stuff like this out in the park.
I think you just did, sir. That's awesome. Yeah, man, pound that. There we go. This might be my find of the day. I just found a scout. No. This is a scout thing. We got voices coming from the woods. All right, they're doing the seated hunt. I am going to go back to the hot spot with, don't drop it, Merrill. Well, with the high frequency coil. Still something here. Sounds small. Let's dig it. Nickel. 70. Fishing weight. 58.59. Okay, now that is a high frequency signal right there. Around 50. Low 80s. In the 90s now. Oh, I see you. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. There we go. There we go. Let's get a good image of this. All right, we got a Merc. This is a Mercury dime. $1941. There we go. Perhaps, nobody swung over this. Yeah, it could be. It could have been situated in a different way that the multi-frequency, high frequency multi-frequency, was able to pick up that others missed. There were a lot of people here. There we go. Another high conductor. I think I got another good thing. Yes, I did. There we go. It's another one of the scout things. There we go. I'm telling you. Chicago Dig Fest was an awesome time, and there were some awesome people there. The only thing that was better than finding copper culture was experiencing metal detecting culture. We all get each other. We dig holes. We find history. We find treasure. Several of the people that I met at Chicago Dig Fest I saw at other events in other states. And that speaks volumes to the importance of metal detecting to all of us.